Hi guys, this is Jamie Lola Tallulah, and I am here with a new crochet tutorial, and we're going to call this my Panz-EZ flower. I was doing a giveaway and I needed to make some flowers, and I like to make my own patterns, so here's what we have. I'll show you a few designs. Here's one of them, and this is done in crochet. No, it's not. It's done in mercerized cotton. Okay, and there's that one. Here's another, and the ends aren't woven in yet, but here's another. It is done in omega threads. Okay, so omega threads with a steel hook. And here is another one. I love the sparkle in the center, and it's variegated on the edge. So let's see if we can get that to show up for you there. So there's 3 examples of different things you could use, different materials you can use. You can mix and match. And so there's my Panz-EZ flower, and it is really easy. It's only 2 rows. What you will need is, if you're going to do, you can do it in 1 color or you could do it in 2. It's up to you. Like I said, you can use omega threads. They usually come on these plastic spools. You can use crochet cotton, which usually comes some kind of this, and you can use mercerized cotton or DMC floss. If you use the floss, it's easier to use the mercerized cotton than it is the actual polyester floss. So it's like 100% mercerized cotton, because the cotton isn't as slippery, okay? And they all produce different effects, so it depends on what kind of effect you want. You could also use a bigger hook and just some regular crochet yarn. You know, some regular yarn that just goes with your hook. You might want to use a 1 size smaller, okay? And then today I am using a size 7 or a 1.65 millimeter steel hook, and as you can see, it's very tiny. Okay, so we're going to get started because it's super easy. Now, this video assumes that you already know how to do the crochet stitches. So if you don't, you can follow along, but it assumes that you do know how to do basic stitches in crochet. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start with this yellow. And basically, you're going to do a magic loop. Now, we'll try to get it so that you can see. You want to leave a decent tail. Wrap it around your finger. Then wrap it again so that it crosses. So then you have that. Then put your hook in. Grab the other one and pull it under. And then I pull my finger out. So you got to kind of hold it with your other hand so it doesn't come off. And then you're left with this. Do a chain 1, and there you go, you have this loop. And I use a magic loop for when you're not sure how big you need the ring to be. If you are uncomfortable with this, you could also do a chain 2, and then work the stitches into the first one. So there we go with our magic loop. And we are going to start with 3 half double crochets and then a chain 3, and we're going to do that 8 times. So a half double crochet is you wrap around once, stick it into the ring, pull that up, so then you have 3 on the hook, and you just kind of hold this ring down here, wrap it around, and pull through all 3. So that's your first half double crochet. So then do 2 more. So wrap it around, stick it through the hook, pull it up, then you have 3 on the loop, wrap it around, pull through all 3. Oops. Okay, you have to forgive me because I'm using my iPhone here. And then you got 1 more, so there you go. Put it through, pull it here, all 3. So then you have your 3 half double crochets, then chain 3. So just wrap it around 1, wrap it around 2, wrap it around 3. There you go. And then you do 3 half double crochets again. And like I said, just hold on to the ring like I'm doing here. And when you're using a smaller hook, you'll notice that it kind of slips off. So if it does that, you just kind of grab it and keep on going. So round, through, pull. Here you go. One more. There you go. Okay. So then we have that. And you see one peak here, then we're going to do another chain 3. Alright, and I will see you when I get to the last one. Okay, so now I'm on the last set. So we've done 4 together. I'm on the last set. So we're going to chain. You can tell because there's one peak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's the beginning of the 8th, and then we have to do our chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then to end, we want to go and do a slip stitch. So you find the first stitch, which is going to be right. See if I can get this a little clearer for you. Right down here. So we're going to put your hook into the stitch. Put it into the stitch. Wrap around once and pull it through. Then you have 2 on the hook, and then take this loop and pull it right on under. So we're going to do that. So then there's our slip stitch. Okay, pull that up a little bit. And I like a long tail so that I can work in my thread. So I'm just going to cut that right there. Like I said, forgive me with this camera setup. If I showed you my camera setup, you'd laugh at me right now. It's so funny. Alright, so then we want to pull the thread that we just cut back through the loop so they can tie it off. So just wrap it around and pull it through and pull. Okay, pull. Now it looks kind of wonky because you have this other thread that you started with and you just pull that, and that's why you use a magic loop, so that you can get the circle as big as you need it. Okay, so then we're just going to put those to the side and pick your second color, or you could just continue if you wanted a whole yellow flower. I think I'm going to go with maybe, do you want some red flower? Nah, because that makes the camera go nuts. What if we do, I don't like the blue. Let's go with orange. Yeah, the camera won't go too well. It won't go too crazy. Yeah, let's do white. I think white will work, just for camera's sake. So take that, and you can see the white. What you're going to do is go ahead and make a tail. So you're going to do a slip knot. So wrap it around your finger and fold the loop over the line, and then stick your hook in there. Pull that up, and then just pull it down. So you have this. Okay. Then kind of leave the loop there so you don't lose it. Take your needle off, or your hook off, I should say. Then on your flower, any one of these peaks will work. So you're going to stick your needle in from the front, that's in your chain 3 space, and then attach this to the back. Just slide that on, and then you're going to kind of hold it together. Pull it through once, wrap it around once for chain 1, and then what we're going to do, oops, like I said, if you knew what I was filming on, you would just be laughing at me. So then what you're going to do is 3 double crochets into the same space. So we're going to go right back into, so you can see it, right back into that chain 3 space with a double crochet. Double crochet is wrap around once, stick it in the space, pull up a loop. Now you have 3 on the loop. Wrap around, pull through 2 of them. Wrap around and pull through the other 2. Okay, so you're going to do that again. Wrap around. This is your second one. Pull it through, wrap it back. You have 3 on your hook. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Do it one more time in this set. Wrap it around, pull it in, pull through 2. And 1, 2. Okay. Chain 1. And then in the 3, you had your 3 half double crochets, right? So skip 1, skip that stitch, and go to the next stitch. And just push it in, because you're going to do a half double. Oh, no, you're not. I'm sorry, you're going to do a single crochet. So you're just going to put it into that stitch there. Put it in, wrap around, pull it up, and go through all 2. Then you have your chain 3 space right here. Okay. You will, excuse me, sorry y'all. Do that. Then you are going to do 4 double crochets into the next chain space. So you just do 4 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you have 4 double crochets in that space. Chain 1, skip 1, so you're not going to go into that stitch, you're going to go into this one, which is basically the middle half double crochet from the row before. Stick it in there, do a single crochet. Well, there you go. Then you're going to skip the next one, and you're going to go into the chain 3 space and put 4 half double crochets in there, and then do that all the way around. And see, as you go, you're going to have 8 petals because you had 8 chain 3 spaces. Okay, and so you just keep going, and then I'll come back at the last one. Okay, so now we are at the last chain 3 space. So we're just going to go ahead and do our half double crochet, our double crochets. So you've got 1, 2, do the last 4, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2. Alright, so then you're at the last. You want to chain 1, skip 1, go into the center piece, do a single crochet. Then you have to bind off because you are done. So you're going to go into this stitch and you're going to do a slip stitch. So go to this first stitch here. It doesn't really matter if you go to the first or second one. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, now you have 2 on there, pull through, and you're going to cut. So there is your Panz-EZ flower. Now, like I said, if you were going to cut it right here, you could do that. You could also turn this into an earring. So I'm going to show you how to do that, which is very simple. And if you have some wire hooks, fish hooks, it's very simple. I like to go ahead and do my slip stitch. Then I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a chain 4. Then I turn the flower Okay, so that you're now on the back. And you're basically going to do the exact same thing you just did, except you're going to do it from the back. So I had a slip stitch and then a chain 4, so now I want to come back over here to this petal when you turn it around, and you're just going to not lose your thread. Let me get that back on there. And then all you have to do is slip stitch into that stitch. Okay, so my phone died there for half a second. So anyway, chain 4, we turned. Now we're just going to slip stitch in one of these stitches, the first stitch from the back. And you just work your hook in there, wrap it around once. You have 2 on the hook, pull it through, and then you cut it. Cut your tail. Okay. Take it and then work that thread back through there. Pull it tight. And then what you get is another little loop here at the top. So get my needle in there, my hook in there. You get this loop at the top, and that is where you would slip on your ear wire, so that your earring looks like this. And if you wanted to starch it, you could starch it and then it would be stiffer. I don't bother because this is kind of a stiff fabric anyway, and you know, it's just fun. So there you have my Panz-EZ flower. If you make some, I would love to see a video. Alright, well I guess I need to go do the other one so I can have a pair of earrings. Bye! If you would like a pair of earrings, I will be putting some up in my Etsy shop, which is jamielola.etsy.com, or you can direct buy, and I can just charge your PayPal account. So, yay!